So I was making a video to upload, just having spoken to my doctor, my bariatric doctor. Had the surgery a year and a half ago, video coming on that. And I was explaining to him how I was not feeling well. I was starting to feel sick. And then guess what? I got sick. What had happened was I had eaten lunch. It was a light lunch, but I had eaten it. Whole grain crackers with water. That's all I wanted. My stomach was acting crazy, and I was afraid to eat anything. So I said, you know what? This is good. Whole grain, fiber, water. I'm good to go. Problem is that when I eat something healthy, my body, even if I eat something that's not so healthy, it will digest slower, but it has those moments when it begins to digest faster. So when I eat something healthy, it really digests fast. And long story short, I guess it digests at warp speed, and before you know it, my body registered it as she hasn't eaten, she hasn't fed us, and so it began. My sugar dropped, and I began to get like the jitters, and the shakes, and I hate that. It's not horrible as bad as it sounds on the outside, but on the inside, it feels like holy war is going on, and it's like it's building up. It has it to a point. It almost feels like there's some sound that could go with it. That's how abrupt it is on the inside of your body, and so I said, you know what? Let me go and. At first, I didn't even realize it. Actually, I just sat there and kept working, trying to be stubborn, and so I kept working. And so then I said, you know what? No, this is a thing, and this is probably when that sugar drops. That thing that's starting to happen lately. So I jumped up and I couldn't even run. I had to walk fast, and get something to eat. And when I say walk fast, I mean walk regular, but with some momentum so that I can not faint and, get in there and grab something. And so I had a salad from yesterday. I grabbed that out. And then I saw a bag with some organic pears. So I took that out and I just started cutting up some pears. So I hurried up and put a piece in my mouth and started eating while I'm cutting the rest of the pear and putting it in the salad, which you see in the picture. And I know it has, the olives and the tomatoes and the turkey. And so you would probably put some balsamic or some Italian dressing or whatever. But I just needed something healthy and fast, and I just needed it, and I felt like I may have needed sugar since my sugar dropped, so that's why I started eating the pear. So as I'm cutting the pear up in there, I'm eating some, and I'm eating fast. That's the thing. I'm eating fast, and I'm chewing good, but I'm eating fast because that food has to hurry up and get into my system, so the shakes will stop and I don't pass out. And it's scary because you're like praying the whole time. It's so much going on. The cutting of the food, the eating, the chewing, the swallowing, and the praying, because you don't want to pass out, especially with a sharp object in your hand. But yeah, so that's just something that I've noticed that has happened to me. And I'm going to make this is, all part of my health journey. And mine just happens to include the bariatric surgery and the adverse effects or the after effects, So I want to share that with, people who have had the bariatric surgery. Just so that you know. I mean, and this could happen with someone who didn't have the bariatric surgery, where you may notice as you're getting older, and if you don't eat or you go too many hours without eating, that your sugar drops and you start getting the shakes. I've seen people with diabetes get it, but I've never seen anyone have it who didn't eat, and their sugar dropped, and but it feels horrible. Your whole body just feels like there's so much going on inside. The jitters, the shakes, the I'm going to pass out, And every time you're praying, if you're a believing person, you're praying because, you're hoping that you can get that food down in the pit of your stomach in time. But anyway, I wanted to share this with, like I said, people who, are going through their bariatric journey. For those who, I don't know if it happens to everyone, so I can't say, hey, for those of you who are considering bariatric surgery, this could happen to you. I don't know that this happens to everyone. I have spoken to people who have said, not two like the number two, but I've spoken two people who have said that, they've had issues with either not eating on time or going too long without eating and getting stomach pains or whatever. And so I just wanted to share this. I have so much to share about my life after bariatric surgery, and this is just one of those stories that I'm sharing. That for some reason I used to be able to go 4, 5, 6 hours without eating. As a matter of fact, I had a habit of putting 4 hours between meals, and it gave my body a chance to digest the food. And believe it or not, that's how I lost weight fast. I would give my body 4, 5 hours in between meals, and this will happen. This will work with anybody. Give myself 4 or 5 hours between meals, and I would lose the weight because your body has a chance to digest it. You're drinking your water in between or whatever, and your body's doing what it's supposed to do, and it's relaxing. You're not constantly jamming something in your mouth. You're not eating those heavy carbs that kill you or make your body work hard. So it likes that time in between. But I don't have that anymore, and especially if I'm eating healthy, it's like my food digests faster. And the weird thing is I still will lose weight though. If I'm eating only healthy foods, my food it'll digest really fast, and then I'm hungry again, and if I don't, I get the shakes. But if I do eat, then I'm just going to digest that again and then be hungry again. You know what I mean? And by digest, you know what I mean, the whole kit and caboodle. You eat, it goes through your system, your whole colon, and then out. And so your body registers when it goes out as, okay, she's just depleted us. She's just emptied, and we're hungry. Like, what's going on? And my body, it's almost like it goes into a frenzy. And I don't know if this happens to everybody, because I'm a writer, and sometimes I can get so caught up in my writing that I forget to eat. I've gone from eating lunch to like midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. This is some years ago, where I didn't eat. And so I did a number on my body, and so my body doesn't trust me now. It's like, we don't know if this heifer is going to feed us or not. So, let's act up. Let's throw a tantrum. So again, I don't know if that is something that's a me thing, or if it's something that happens to people who, have the bariatric surgery, because it did happen to me before I had the bypass. But not as often. It was just if I went those long hours. But my body was at least allowed, to go 5 hours without food. Now it's literally 3. By 3.5 hours, my body is already went into phase 1. Phase 1 of let's act up and let's disrupt her world. So and again, I have talked to people who have said they can't go a long time. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. Hopefully this is something that can help someone out there. But as you see, I went straight for the healthy. What I try to do is keep some salads in there, whether it's a tossed salad, a coleslaw, an apple raisin, carrot salad, something that if in case it happens, I'll have something to eat. But I just happen to have this. I haven't tried to keep food to munch, in case it happens, because I've been on point. But anyway, sharing is caring, and so I'm just sharing. Y'all be healthy out there.